And we are live. Wednesday night with those guys, and Wednesday night with those guys is sponsored by those guys. Hey, welcome everyone. Welcome. It is Wednesday night, and it's Wednesday night with those guys. And as you know, Wednesday night with those guys is sponsored by those guys. How's everyone out there? And I hope everyone has been able to get out and fly this week. If the weather has been nice where you are, it's the summer. I'm hoping people will be able to get some good weather. I have heard about the 100-degree temperatures and upwards of over 100 out west. The temperatures have been bad, Lawrence. I've heard the complaints.
They said over 100.
Yeah.
And 109 million people across the United States are in severe heat and trauma right now.
We had heat here this year, but nothing like that.
Yeah, but isn't there only about 200 and something million? So 100 and something million people in heat, that covers most of the United States.
Pretty much. I just hope everybody's been able to deal with it as best they can, stay out of it if they can during the day.
You know? Yeah, I agree. But anyway, what's up with you?
It's hump day, the middle of the week.
Off axis. How are you?
You know, I've been doing, a few things here and there, and I picked up another little gig there. So
yes.
Doing some things.
Yes, we are. Gary, what's up, man? Gary must have took his nap early.
Gary.
Hey, Gary. Off axis is there. Waypoint, Jody, Drone Shots, Bill, Chin Dynasty, SJM Drones.
Sorry about
that.
And
I think that's about it.
You sure you got everybody?
I think. I got Gary, off axis, Waypoint.
Well, we know
Jody, SJM. Yeah, I think that's about it, bro.
Okay.
Anyway, what's good? What's going on? Happy hump day to everyone out there. It's been a long day, but you know what? I'd rather have a long day than a short one.
Okay.
If that makes any sense.
I got you. I hear what you mean.
Yeah. Off axis, that's Marcel, right? Marcel, you're out of the hospital. I hope all is well. Speedy recovery to you. I think he was earlier in the week or last week.
I saw that on
Facebook. Yeah. Sorry. It is now officially called Meta.
Man, it's Facebook.
I know.
I'm glad to see you're out there, man.
Hey, Johnny Drone Flyer. Right. I saw him. He did a video. He was driving. I think it was on Instagram. I saw something. He was driving. I was like, wow, dude was just in the hospital the other day. Hope everything is good. But don't forget to click that like button, guys.
I'm the guy that'll drive home from the hospital.
Please. After my colonoscopy, you know what I did? They said, do you have anyone to pick you up? I'm like, well, no. She's like, yeah, family? I said, yeah. She said, do you have anyone to pick you up? I said, no. So she says, well, we do have a cab service that comes. So I was like, well, I guess I'm going to have to do the cab thing. And I called a cab and went home. If I had a car, I probably would have drove home myself too.
I drove home after I had the surgery on my hand.
Yeah, pretty much. But it's hump day. Huh?
Park the car too.
Yeah, it's hump day. What's going on, man? You said I noticed. Well, congratulations, we got another one. As your boy says, what's his name? DJ Khaled.
Mm-hmm.
Always goes in another one. Well, we got another one. That's good.
I'm just, that's the hardest part of it. You know what I mean? You're talking to people here and there, and trying to build certain things happen. People see what you're doing, and hey, call that guy. Call those guys.
Call those guys, right? That's what you do. You need some work, some drone
service.
Johnny, call those
What's
guys.
good, Johnny Drone Fly? What's going on, Johnny? So, Lawrence, What
Yeah.
what else have you been up to other than, you know,
Well,
working
I
with
wanted
me?
to. Well, I got my baby back, right here. I sent this drone in parts and pieces to
Okay.
Kenjin. If you guys know him, a sharpshooter
Oh,
and sharpshooter FPV, and he put it together for me. O3 unit, some small motors. It's designed to run on 4S, but
okay.
we have the O3 unit in it and everything. And I took her for a little spin
Uh-huh.
and did some testing. So now I'm ready to get some footage. So I'm ecstatic about that. And I have another drone here sitting bare bones, wide open, but I'm going to get to that within the next day or so. Well, no, that's a lie because the next 2 days I'm busy. So probably by the weekend.
Okay. I'm hoping that weather holds up.
Well, Friday we might have some free time, but it's never free time when you're working. But
Well,
um,
no, they
we
said
have we have we
weather
still have some
supposed
we
to
still have paperwork and shit to do on Friday. So whether it
do
rains or not, we still
supposed to
doing
have that
we
weather
still got to work. I can't call out from work, right?
I call out whenever I want. But yeah, but how you
You're the
guys
boss. You're the boss. That's why.
you keep it sounds like you got an echo over there. But you guys, have you been able to,
Echo.
get
All
out
right.
and fly? And I know that there's a lot of guys that are putting out videos with that Air 3.
Right.
Yeah, I still like that drone box.
I turned down your output a little because I believe the echo is coming from. I'm looking at this on a 50-inch TV,
Ooh.
50-inch screen. So I was figuring the sound was coming, the mic was catching from there. So I just turned down the output. If you guys hear an echo on
Got
my
a
end,
money green leather sofa.
a money green meta sofa.
Leather sofa.
Oh,
Leather.
where? Oh, pleather.
You said you was never mind.
Yeah.
Just looking at the 50-inch screen.
Oh, a 50-inch, yeah, but I'm not sitting across the room. I'm right in front of it here. Going blind.
Lawrence, there's well shit. There was an article out that was talking about a firmware update for those who use the mapping software from DJI, the DJI Terra. Yeah, there's a new firmware out on it, you know,
Well,
for version 3.8.0.
yeah.
Yeah. Like they say before, it fixes a few bugs and some issues.
Well, DJI is always fixing bugs. Bugs are just what we write in comments and complain about most of the time. And
Oh,
that's expected with any firmware update. They're going to fix something that was already out.
well, it supposedly it has a revamped workflow.
It does something to do with LiDAR now. They handle LiDAR better.
Yeah, a few different things.
Well, that's what stood out the most to me, the LiDAR thing and the fact, now, for those of you old school computer techies out there, you may not know this word DOS, but they actually set it up so that because it can use a DOS directory, and if I'm correct, now external users will be able to access and manipulate the data.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, those were the only two things that stuck out to me was the LiDAR and that. But there's a lot of stuff that they fixed. I mean, the LiDAR and the DOS directory are new, but there's a whole list of stuff here, what the firmware fixed.
Well, what I thought was interesting about it was that the fact that it had now supported for generating DIMMs, the digital elevation models.
Yes.
I figured it had already had that.
I would have thought so too, because they were already using LiDAR, but now they're using some LiDAR point cloud reconstruction, meaning they're probably the LiDAR file is uploaded straight to their cloud, and therefore you can do the DEM elevations and all of that stuff. But I don't know. I haven't played around with Terra. I haven't even seen
No,
it.
I've never used it either.
I don't personally know what the software looks like. I know I haven't heard anyone complaining about it, but then I don't know anyone who uses it either.
Oh, okay.
Because I know like Draymond, he uses drone deploy, right? I'm pretty sure.
Well,
But
a lot of people use what is there's a couple out there that you
what's
they would
industry
call
standard?
here we go.
The keyword industry standard.
No, but then you hear about people using a couple of different softwares, and a lot of times it has to do with whatever your clients can read. So if they can't read Pix4D, then what the hell are you doing using it for?
True. But all the, and you know this yourself, all the time, you may have something you work with all the time, and then a client will be like, I have nothing like that. What am I supposed to do?
Use this.
Draymond, 4K, nobody is playing, LOL. Yeah, you're right, Dre. It says $4,000, nobody is playing. Yeah, you're right. You're 100% right, Draymond. That's no joke. Correct?
That's what it is, Draymond.
Listen, you hit somebody in the head with a $4,000 bill and see what they say.
I hear you. No, but you know what else I saw? There's something new on the from Autel that I saw. It was a hint there on the
Autel
from your peoples there. Yeah, I sent you something.
Hey, eat more possum.
And it was something from your guys there on Twitter about a product from Autel hitting the FCC database.
Yeah, I remember something to that effect.
No, I was wondering if they're going with LiDAR too.
They have to. If they want to stay if I wouldn't be surprised to hear Autel's going enterprise soon too, because they could probably put out enough enterprise drones after they get up enough money, because they sure can't do it on the consumer level. So maybe on the enterprise level they can do a little better.
I gotta stop bashing Autel.
No, Autel is a great company. They make good drones. I like their color science. And everything. Autel, they do make great drones. They were the first ones before DJI that had night mode.
Y'all gonna start beating up on
I'm not beating up on them. I just wish they'd step their game up a little bit, just a little bit.
How much further?
Huh?
How much further do you want to step it up?
Just enough to the point where DJI says, "Hey, we."
You remember when they were saying that I think this was around the time with the Air 2 and the Air 2S, somewhere around that time. Yeah, and there was some talk about people should just buy the Autel and not buy the DJI just to create competition.
Yeah.
My argument was that Autel has to make a drone that's worthy of people buying for people to buy it, and then that's how you create competition.
True.
Well, I think they made some pretty good.
Angie.
All you guys got to do is just go out and buy them.
That's true.
Have at it. Go ahead. All right, go get one.
In Autel?
Yeah.
To be honest, I'm happy with what I got.
Oh, here we
go. If I have some disposable money, I would buy an Autel drone. I'd buy their 6K joint. If I had some disposable money, no, I'm not. I'm lying. I'd buy another Maverick 3. Hey, Lance, I'm being honest. I would be lying if I said I would buy an Autel if I had the money. I'd buy another Maverick 3. I'm being honest about it, seriously.
Case in point.
I would buy, between China slowing exports and several companies shutting down, hobby level drones are no win for regular folks. Exactly, Draymond. If you're not in the drone industry for commercial reason, as a hobbyist in the United States, I think the drone hobby's dead, or it will be dead within the next 2 years. And just in time before they launch those eVTOLs and delivery drones.
No.
I'm just saying. You know, do I have to play the disclaimer?
No.
We need Autel to keep competition. I don't own one, but from what I've seen, it's very close to DJI. I agree with you, SJM. We do need Autel to keep DJI, how would you say, to keep DJI
honest?
Yes. Yes. Yes, that's the perfect word. That is the perfect word, yes. Because that's what it's all about.
Putting out products and not just recycle. They found a way to recycle the products anyway.
Because if you let DJI, they'll put out a new drone called the Air 4, and the only difference between that and the Air 3S or the Air 3 is that the legs are taller. I'm just saying, if it wasn't for companies like Autel,
you mean like the gimmick that was done with the Phantom 4 Pro and the Advance and the Phantom 4?
Yep.
Where the Advance was in the same body
because they had the Phantom 4 standard,
as
the Advance.
Phantom 4.
Yes,
but the Advance. The camera was in between the two of them.
Yep. Hey, John Olson, how are you?
Yeah, I remember that.
And until back
and the legs were bigger on the Phantom 4 and the Phantom 4
than they were on the standard and the other drones. Yes, you're 100% right about that. The legs were a lot thicker. Eat more possum. How you been, man? I hope all is well on your side of the world.
Eat more possum. He sent me some
Herman's favorite YouTube channel name. Eat more possum. Because you can take that a lot of ways.
What, eat more possum?
Eat more possum. I'm just saying, we're not going to go squirrel. Let's keep going. Anyway, how's everybody out there in the drone community? We hope you guys have gotten a chance to fly, because I'm going to give you a little bit of good news and bad news. The good news is the weather will be cooling off. The bad news is next month is fall. So, yeah, that damn fast. It is.
You know what?
Next month is fall.
That means you got to get 5 videos done before it's too cold to be out there.
Oh, I don't care. I have the muff to put my hands and controller inside. But yes, you're right. You're right, though. You're 100% right.
Go?
Yep, listen, that snow muff is going to come in handy. I can put my radio inside, and it's nice. It has fleece and nice and warm.
You hear him, right? I'm going to sit in the car and be like, yo, go get that shot.
Now, that sounds bougie. That sounds bougie. I don't know. But anyway, if you haven't clicked the like button, guys, please feel free to do so.
Yeah. Feel free to hit the like button.
I read that.
Or how they said, smash the like button.
Hold on. What did John say? I read that we are giving small drones to Ukraine. So I checked them out. And the flyer company in this tiny drone has night vision. We've been giving drones to the Ukraine for a few years. There's a company called Brinks that does security drones. We've done stories on they're doing it. A lot of people are donating drones to, or they're donating their old drones to Ukraine.
Now Skydio. Now Skydio's over there.
Yeah, Skydio. I'm not even going to say what I was going to say. I have nothing nice to say about Skydio, right? And I never owned one, but if they had stayed in the consumer game, the way they were going with their sensor system, a lot of people could have learned from it. and I think DJI did because their surrounds, their 360 obstacle avoidance has improved dramatically over the years. Hey,
Not the
Lon, what's
sensor,
up?
it's the processor.
Lon says he flings his pinkies out as he flies. That's what it is, Lon. That's funny. Welcome to Wednesday
like
Nights
this,
with those guys.
both pinkies.
Both pinkies while you're
Or one
pinching or
pinky.
thumbing. While you're pinching or thumbing. Well, see, if you hold the radio like this, your pinkies would be pointed down.
Yeah, well, it
You
all
know,
depends.
unless you're like this looking up. You know, then your pinkies will go up in the air like that. But
wrap copper around them, use it for an antenna.
yeah, right? Make a helical around his pinkies. Getting back to this story.
What story?
Well, we were
we were
talking about the Terra. We were talking about the Terra and the update and stuff like that. For those of you who are familiar with the DJI Terra app, they've improved their DEM use, LiDAR point cloud reconstruction. They've even created a cluster output directory, which can be set to DOS. So of any network drive, allowing access to worker devices, meaning other nodes or other computers in the office or abroad over the internet. Okay, that's good.
Now, did you find
you
the
might
other
need
thing
to do
I was
something
telling you about?
What happened?
Did you find the other thing I was telling you about?
No, of course not. Of course not. I just uploaded the TEAL multi-vehicle video.
The who?
The TEAL video. TEAL. TEAL 2. Red Cat Holding story. Okay.
Did you hold on a second?
Hey, Bob Casey.
Did you get the thing I sent you last on Messenger?
The last thing you sent me was the TEAL video.
No. The last thing I sent you
on Messenger.
Yeah, would have told you exactly where I'm at right now.
The last thing that I got from you, why isn't it? Oh, Messenger is just doing what it wants to do. Nope, the last thing was, yeah, that was it. I'll show you. Hold on. You guys enable sharing anyway. Hold on a sec, guys. Bear with us. Okay, here.
Not me, it's you.
Here, look. The last thing you sent was the invite to the stream, the list. And then coming up here, not the list again, and then TEAL 2.
Go back to the list. You see the list right there?
That's down on the bottom here.
Read the list. Okay, let's go now.
All right. Oh, so much for that. I'm trying here. I'm trying. I'm trying to hang in there. And on to the next story.
Now, I had sent you something, right? And that's why I asked you before. Did you see what I sent you about what was on Twitter? It came from Twitter, from one of those guys, the Deals, or one of them gentlemen over there. Not Deals, but Igor. There's a hint of something that was new from Autel that was supposed to have been.
I never saw the Autel video. I never saw the Autel video or anything pertaining to Autel. Never saw it. And I read everything last night.
I'm gonna send it to you from your from your what? Because it's right there where it was, where I got it from was right where I sent it to you.
I see it now.
No, it's, if you look, it's there twice now.
Nope, just once. Okay. It's loading now. This illustration, Autel's preparing to release something, a new device that has been discovered in the FCC database.
Now you on the page with the world.
Let me open up a new window.
I'm just looking at it.
I will show the image.
And I was just looking at the conversation that was going on Twitter about it, and I was wondering if they're getting into LiDAR.
Well, it's funny you say that about LiDAR, because this looks like it's a LiDAR device. It says model number so-and-so, L35T. So either something thermal related, or like you said, LiDAR. Usually LiDAR
like a camera.
Yeah, LiDARs are, but that's the entire camera.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I see what you're saying here. And these look like cooling plates on the side, so I'm pretty sure you're right. It could be LiDAR. I can't see whatever anyone in the chat is typing, but it definitely looks like some type of LiDAR system. Here's the gimbal, the overhead gimbal, and here are.
What you think, Lon? What is it?
Camera for the Air 5.
They have a new Enterprise drone?
Who? You know what?
I'm looking at what Lon.
It's funny you say that. It's funny you say that, Herman, because I did say that Autel may be stepping into the enterprise. Maybe they need to go to the enterprise world.
Well, I mean, didn't they have in the past have enterprise drones? They still
yes,
have?
But I don't know how well they serve.
So maybe there's something
Is
new.
that or the new payload? No, Lon, it's actually a gimbal system. I'll pull it.
That's what it looks like.
I'll pull it back up, and you can see it's obviously a gimbal.
I wouldn't
system,
say obvious.
And a square frame right here. You're looking here with where the label is. This goes up and over the arm, up and over the actual frame box. And right here would probably be where it attaches to the drone at.
Right.
It looks like a 3-axis gimbal. This is the twist north on X-Y axis. It looks like a gimbal. But this plate in the front could be anything from LiDAR to a thermal. I would tend to believe more LiDAR because they use laser.
Okay.
Back and forth, or up and down, horizontal. However they project their LiDAR laser system. I think different companies do it different ways. Some do it vertically, some do it horizontally, some do it both. I don't know. But what do you think it is, Lon? If you look at it, these are cooling plates right here. These look like more like cooling plates. My thing is this also, and this is only a drawing, but these look like ports in the front of the camera for some reason. But
in the front or the back?
In the front, right here. That looks like a Type-C plug.
In the front?
Right here on top, where the mouse is. Right here, that looks like a Type-C plug. We don't know what the hell it is, honestly. It could be a new ice cream scoop. Well, we wouldn't fucking know.
Well, what I'm looking at doesn't necessarily have to be
L35T. Oh, it's a DGL35T. Let's Google that. DGL35T. DGL35T. And let's see what comes up.
Nothing.
DJL. I didn't say DGL. 35T. DG35T. Let's see what comes up. DG35T Twitter. See, Twitter comes up, and look what comes up. Someone's account. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the hell. DGL. Oh, it is DG-L. Let's try that. Oh,
Copy
God.
and paste. Copy
DG
and paste.
dash L35, whatever the hell.
Now you're gonna get his burner page.
T. You get my burner page? Wow.
No, the other
Okay.
guy.
Oh, Autel. Here we go. Autel comes up. FCC.
Okay.
All right, FCC. Let's see if they have anything in the description here. It says FCC chooses 3 to 5 characters guaranteed. There's remaining characters are for the L35T, often associated with product model. What else do they say about it?
You gotta open.
Let's see. Come on. Let's see. They have a short link for it. Original equipment. I don't see frequency range between 2.4, 1 and 2.6, also 5.8, going all the way up to. All right. I'm just trying to figure out what the hell this thing could be. Serious. But now that I see the frequency range, that would be a camera.
You think?
I'm thinking antenna specifications, test part. These.
You still think it's a camera?
I think it's.
Is that still under the same listing?
I'm thinking it's under the same. This is under the same listing. I'm thinking it's a LiDAR camera. L for laser or LiDAR. 35T.
Okay.
Let's see what happens. We click the short link. FCC ID. No, close. Oh, it just brings you back to this page.
Right.
Yeah, and I don't know what that's about, but it just brings you back to this page.
What were the other 2 original equipment items?
Original equipment items. These, it says unique ID. These are the ID and or serial numbers, but it's 2 pieces, or there are 2 parts to it. I can't tell you anything. Rules parts 15C, rules part 15E. Let's see what the hell this is. Okay, frequency radio. Yeah, it's a camera. Cameras operate on 2.4 and 5.8 frequency. But then so does transmission.
Yeah, so do a lot of other things.
So does transmission, right. But who knows? Who the hell knows?
No.
I can't see the chat.
It's a drone and a camera.
A drone and
the camera for a drone.
Says, like I said, it's payload. But my question is, hey Jackson RC. My question is,
Lon.
It looks like the back with the camera pointing down.
Jackson
RC, the label.
What's good, Chris? Yo, but you're right, Lon. That's what it looks like to me. That's what it sounds like. Now, you know what, Lawrence? I was fumbling around there and I found that video. And on the DJI FlyCart 30 delivery drone.
Yeah.
It's not in English, and it made it hard to follow. But it's an interesting drone. I mean,
it is. From what they show it doing,
we'll never see it here. But it was an interesting drone, for something like we talked about it last week, and the fact that it would never be, that they weren't going to release it here, and we talked about why. And then I started to check out the thing here. I was checking out an article on it, and then I saw the video, and I was like, whoa. And
keep in mind, the video's in 480p. So as to why, I don't not. Go ahead. You can keep on with the story and let it play.
It makes everything seem smuggled.
Yeah, I know.
They had to smuggle this video out of China. No, but you see, everybody was looking at this drone and we were like, oh, it's not that. The sucker is big.
Yes, it is.
There's a beefy little boy there.
Well, it's beefy, and you know what the best feature is about it that I like?
What?
Not only does it have waypoints, so you could do deliveries via waypoint, but you can hand off. It comes with 2 controllers. You can hand off to another controller.
Yeah, but this drone, I think, was designed with a few things in mind, because it can function autonomously, fully autonomously. And it can function with and the storage compartment, if you look there, is a good sized storage compartment.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying to you? So I mean, that box could fit a lot of tube socks and a pair of sneakers as well.
A couple of bottles of orange juice, maybe.
And some muffins.
Yeah, and some muffins. Right, but this is their dual payload system. This is the hook and claw with the actual, it'll actually repel down 20 meters. And this anti-sway system, which is what I like. I played it back because it shows
Did
the
you
package out
translate it?
Huh?
Did you translate it?
No, I read the story and watched the video thoroughly. This thing is carrying solar panels.
Well, you know what? I was looking at the maximum weight that it can carry, and I was looking at this thing here, and they're talking about up to 88 pounds?
Yeah, that's not bad.
Not bad, yeah. That's not bad.
Now you can sync both radios to this drone and hand it off to another guy with the other radio.
And then, that thing also has, a repel speed and everything too on it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. So
the only thing I don't like about it is that it have to, and it's probably a good thing, as opposed to like zip line.
Yeah.
It does come closer to the ground
within 20 meters
to drop the package.
Yes. And it comes with the parachute, as they just showed.
Yeah, well, I believe that they have to now. They have to have a parachute.
Yeah, to fit UA safety standards. I would agree with that. UA in Asia, all of that, everything over there, flying needs to have some type of parachute.
Yeah, you mean, you want to be able to crash land safely.
Yeah.
It's a dual, and it's also a dual battery system.
True, so you can hot swap batteries. You don't have to turn it off anymore either as well. But the fact that it can carry a box and has a claw system with a retractable, which means you can change the payload.
Yeah, you can actually, believe it or not, break this thing down and assemble and disassemble this thing in like 3 minutes, they say.
Yep. Yes. Hey, Mill City, what's good?
But that was what was one of the bright things about it. But I mean, not to make a big deal out of it, because I didn't think that I thought that was something that we'll never ever see here. But for it to be swinging them solar panels around like that.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And those are some pretty good sized solar panels that they were putting in there.
I did see that. I posted the video in there. There is English translation. So if you're having an issue,
I'm just
understanding.
I thought that was interesting because I know when not the first, but the flat screen that I had before this big here, that big thing was about 100 pounds.
Wow.
If you remember the old plasmas, right?
Yeah.
Those would be 100 pounds easy.
True.
So now these panels are being made so light. So I don't know how heavy are those solar panels, because it says 8. I did the whole conversion and the math thing, and they said 88 pounds.
That's not bad.
That it could carry.
That's not bad. 88 pounds is not bad at all. I'd like to see what these other drones are carrying.
And the volume size of that compartment is not bad either. You're talking about a little over a foot and a half by,
Mill City,
little
Mill
less.
City's output. He says, what I find interesting is why the 03 and not 04 transmission system.
Oh, I don't know. That was one thing that I thought was funny. Why? I don't know.
I think the answer to that question is they already had this drone in a cut. They were just waiting for a time to release it.
Well, you saw pictures of it before, around the same time of stuff that the drone that did come out with.
Yeah, that's true.
You could be right, Lawrence, and it could have been made already, and
that's what I'm thinking.
You don't know what they had to do over there to get it cleared, but did they?
Right. Right. The standards over in Asia are a lot different than here. And the RC Pro Plus
say that
is 03. The RC Pro Plus is 03. Yeah.
Right. We say that, but E-Hang is still in trial basis and in a lot of places.
True. We'll see. I mean, late 2024 to late 2025 is when we're going to see so much shit flying in the sky. We're going to be surprised.
I don't know. I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Not that quick.
No?
Not that quick.
No. So you're saying about 26, 27, we'll start seeing it more common?
If that. And I wouldn't even say common. Because I don't know the average Joe here jumping on a helicopter and going anywhere. So are we going to be seeing this? Then we probably see somebody else enjoying it. But nah. How often do you need to get from downtown Manhattan?
It might have been tied up due to regulations and everything, because now any new drone or eVTOL that comes out that's supposed to be commercial is supposed to have a parachute for safety reasons and a few other options that are now standard, which weren't standard a few years back.
Right. So, a lot of these companies, they don't make parachutes. That's why you see other companies that do that. They're getting so many contracts to make parachutes for these things.
Right, like ParaZero, they build most of their parachutes are for DJI. They even have one for the Agra industrial drone. So,
okay, and this is very similar to that drone, but like I said, this is a dual battery system, and it can travel up to 17.3 miles. Whoa, ain't that so?
That's crazy.
Yeah,
autonomously. Autonomously, they claim,
and with no, they something to that effect. Yeah, with no, I guess that's with no load on it.
Yes.
Yeah, and with the load, it's up to about 10 miles.
Expected.
Yeah,
that's expected. So I don't know who would be flying. I don't know what the cost of that thing is.
IP55 weather.
Yeah, waterproofed.
Yeah, rating. The 03 transmission system, as everybody knows now. So it's a decent little machine. I mean, what is it? It's a drone like anything else that they make. It looks, like I said, very similar to the Agris and those other things.
Right.
Drop packages off. I don't know how many delivery companies need two guys outside with a radio standing around. Like I said, that goes back to what I was saying before. When you start telling me about drone delivery, and I'm like, drone delivery? Either you're gonna have a drone company that's handling stuff for restaurants, and this restaurant's gonna have to be able to pay for those flights.
Yeah, I know.
Or can you imagine a guy going through getting his Part 107 and he's flying the drones to deliver pizzas for tips? Like the guy on the bike?
Yeah.
Nah, bro.
It's just not feasible.
I'm not doing it. Can't see.
I get what you're saying, though.
It's gonna be a cost that these restaurant chains have to absorb.
True.
And all these other companies.
And I don't think it'll trickle down and become cheap in the beginning, like you said.
Whether cheap or not cheap, I'll just say that if it's done with something like this, with two guys on a radio, how much are you going to be paying now?
I know, right? Especially Part 107 pilot, which is going to be asking for top dollar.
That's why I can't see something like that. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's no different than how Madanet was working, but they were working within a hospital campus. You know, so.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Well, we will see how it. I
mean, there can be a use for anything. The shit was moving solar panels. I guess the solar panel companies could buy them to install solar panels.
Right. If you need to get up in the mountains and deliver solar panels up in the mountains, this thing is capable of doing it. Unfortunately,
I could even put them up on top of the roof of the house.
But I see why they're not selling it here in the United States.
Why?
It's ready for production. It's ready to be sold. It's ready to be used. You buy one here in the United States, you can't fly the fucker.
If you're gonna put solar panels on the roof, you could. You just can't do drone delivery with it.
Yeah. If you're doing industrial delivery, you might be able to get away with it. But
even gotta deliver nothing.
But Herman, even then,
instead of me having a boom truck out there, I can get that thing to hoist the damn solar panels up to the roof to the guys up on the roof myself.
But United States drone laws are not to the point where we could have delivered drones flying yet, because the FAA hasn't gotten off their ass and said, this is what we want you guys to do.
Well, I don't think it's to that extent, but what I believe it is, what I believe the drone could actually be used for is just like I said, that's like anything else. If they're using it to move solar panels, why I pay for a damn boom truck to put solar panels on the roof? I could use my drone and fly some solar panels up there. You buy one for the company.
True. That is very, very true. Well, like everything else,
I get my nephew one for Christmas. I'm flying up.
They can't deliver a sandwich with those ground robots without them getting robbed. Well, yeah. And then once wildlife, like Herman says, once the birds find out that certain drones are carrying food, that's going to be real fun.
Stop.
Hey, Ray Kelly, what's good, man? Hope all is well.
The birds, listen, birds will wait. You better be out there when that pizza's dropping.
They're going to follow it back to the home spot, and when it takes off, that's when they're going to attack.
You better be out there when they're delivering that pizza, because when the birds realize what that thing is doing, they'll be all over it. There was a video. Real. There was a video like that when the lady came out. She was like, "Who ate the pizza?" And you can see the bird flying off with the damn pizza.
That's crazy.
You remember when we was in Atlantic City for that drone convention that went south, and the lady got dive bombed by one bird, and when she did like that and dropped her pizza, the other one snatched it, took off.
Yep. They were tag teaming. These seagulls were tag teaming people. One would swoop down, and then when the woman said "ah" and screamed and dropped her pizza, the other seagull swooped down and picked up the slice of pizza and flew away with it. They do it with hot dogs too, especially at Atlantic City. They're aggressive there. They're very
Atlantic City, Coney Island. You don't dare drop no food.
Oh, Coney Island, don't drop a hot dog. You'll lose a toe. Lose a damn big toe.
Big Matt.
Big Matt, what's good, man? How are you? Hope all is well.
No, Lawrence, you gotta your sponsors. Yeah, they said you missed them the first time.
Okay, all right, okay, all right. Here we go. Hold on a second. We have to go here.
But you know, there's been a lot of talk going on, Lawrence, about that Mini 4 Pro.
Yeah.
The other one's only about a year old. It was a little over a year old.
I know, man. I know. DJI is laughing all the way to the freaking bank. And these leaks and rumors of this Mini 4 Pro.
Mm-hmm. Well, I guess we're gonna see them until the damn thing is released, just like what the
Oh, you mean like you mean
like
hold
we did
on.
with the
You
Air
mean like
3.
you mean like this video here? Hold on, let me pause.
No, I mean, because we keep seeing them and we seeing them and we seeing them, and we see now they had what? The what is that now you show? Well, yeah, of the Mini 4 Pro in flight.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't get it. We're just gonna keep seeing them and seeing them and seeing. Now, what is it to make me believe that this is a Mini 4, and where does it what stands out about it that says Mini 4 all over it?
Right. Unless they
like seriously, why couldn't that be like the Mini 3 Pro that was up there flying, and who would know?
True. I agree with you. Who
would know? But does anybody know what that mystery drone is?
You mean this one here?
Yeah, the mystery drone.
They're saying it looks M30-ish. And I'm tending to agree now because I was trying to figure out what the hell it looked.
前两天我们曝光了大疆测试人员将这款行业
What do you say?
They said it looks M30-ish, but my question is, it has an RTK unit in the back.
偷拍的一段视频。
Or is that an
RTK? You might
RTK?
want to mute that.
Yeah, I just did. Is that an RTK unit in the back? Hold on a second.
I don't know. It looks like it is, but what is he? What is he saying?
What is he saying?
Yeah.
I don't know. I have no idea. It could be saying any number of things. But
the subtitles.
Notice this camera. I stopped it for a reason. There are 3 cameras. There's a square camera here, like some type of LiDAR system.
They're saying that it looks just like the camera on the
Mavic 3.
The thermal camera on the
You're talking about this picture. Hold on.
Yeah.
I actually have that picture loaded. It's this one.
That was the picture that came from this guy. What was his name? Was it GM drone or whatever?
No. Now he's trying to say that this camera is similar to the thermal camera on the Mavic right here. Now, and I did mention the square section that could be either LiDAR or thermal, which who knows, the same circular type lens here.
And there's a slightly larger airframe.
Yes. Oh, there's definitely a larger airframe because of the picture right here, the comparison that we saw earlier in the week. It compared to a Mavic 3.
Right.
There's the Mavic 3, and there's that.
Well, they don't know what those 2 guys are there. That's the one.
Right. These are the ones. This is the mystery drone that they've been leaking pictures of the camera, and this one does not fold. If you see the dimensions of the Mavic 3, you see how small these props are? These look like
they're a little bigger
props.
Okay.
I could be wrong, but my interest is what is this unit back?
Just curious to know why they made it not fold.
A little more durability? Little more durability? Who knows? I don't know.
You mean a little bit more breakability?
Yeah, because something that can't bend will break, and we know that in FPV.
The arm's really not designed to bend. I mean, it was designed to fold for making it
for portability.
For you to.
What is this mystery drone? People are asking, and people want to know. In comparison to the Mavic 3 right here, you see the size of it.
Well, we just we're asking the question.
Yeah.
Because these things are leaked.
I can't see the chat. What do they think it is in the chat?
They leak for a reason.
I think it's an enterprise drone they're coming out with.
You think so?
My only question is, with RTK units, they're usually in the front over the GPS, which is usually in the front of the drone. This one is in the back. Who knows? It may not be an RTK unit. It may be the GPS unit system. Solo had its GPS system in the back of the drone. The 3DR Solos, Herman.
Did they?
Yeah, mid to back. No.
No,
midway.
I mean this is I mean it. Listen,
inquiring minds want to know.
I just asked the question. Does anybody know what it could be? There was some pictures of it. There was a video of this mystery drone in flight. There was it was this thing here.
Yeah, this is a better video of it.
Of the
mystery video drone. For some reason is the same one, but a little cleaner. So, yeah, and you know how DJI is when it comes to distorting stuff. But if I pause it right here, you can see the square camera. Is that thermal? I mean, could this be an enterprise version of something? Why not?
So you're talking about a drone in between the Mavic size and say
and the
M30?
Yes. Because think about it, the M30 is what, $18,000, $16,000? How much is the M30? $16,000 to $18,000, depending on.
What is it, like another $6,000, I guess, over the to start over the over the price of the enterprise edition of the Mavic 3.
I'm gonna go right now and see what the price of it is.
Starts with 10.
DJI M30T price.
That drone starts like
it's starting at $9,000. If by itself, if you get the Fly More bundle, it goes to about 97. Hold on, I'll pull it up so you guys can see what I'm seeing here. Right here, the basic combo. 8,000, say 8,900, say 9,000. Here's the T30.
That's on DJI?
No, this isn't. We should go to DJI, right? That would help. DJI. Go to their site and see what the M30 is. Let's see. Where can I? Where's the search button? Here it is.
I know, dreaming.
What does he say?
The prices come down after a while. Just a wee bit.
Just a wee bit?
A wee bit.
M30T I put in. And what is this bullshit? Oh. DJI carry. Oh, here we go. M30T worry-free combo, $10,000 straight out the box right here. $10,057. Now
that's the Fly More?
This is
the regular kit. Okay, yeah.
This is a basic, because doesn't she run on? Wait a minute.
No, that's the Fly More.
This is the Fly More. Yes, this is definitely.
If you want to call it that.
Yeah. Fly more, make you think you're flying more. But look, it's starting at 10,000. That drone with the arms that don't bend is a lot cheaper. It'll probably be a lot cheaper than this.
You think?
Once again, if you look, here's that square box in the front. They have their different cameras. That one has a square box and 2 other cameras. Who knows what the hell it is?
So you got arms that don't bend, right?
Yeah.
So what are they coming out with, a new Phantom or something?
Stop it. Well,
the Phantom wasn't portable because what? We said that after we were porting it around for so long.
It wasn't
now
portable.
What would make them come out with a drone, or even be working with a drone that has that's not foldable? Everything else folds now.
True.
Even your big matrice drones, you can disassemble.
The 300s, all of them. The 350, all of those drones fold. You're right. You're right about that. But once again, we don't know. We have not a clue.
We don't know.
I'm sure your boy Ivan will leak something in a week or two.
We don't know. What you think, Draymond?
Prices are fixed. That's the standard kick. Remember, it takes 2 batteries to fly, Draymond said. That's the standard kick. Then so the standard kit starts at 10,000, the Fly More bundle. What is that? Another 4,000?
Yeah, another 4,000 and $4,000 more. What are those things, like $600 a battery?
You see what Big Matt put?
$400 a battery.
Big Matt put, like you guys said, when a new drone comes out, people always say, waiting for the next one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I remember.
I'm not gonna sit here and harp on this thing now, because what's the big deal about it? I mean, it's nothing to talk about. It's really to just mention to say, oh well, this is what was out there. Okay.
Yeah.
And we move on.
I want to see if there are any.
There's not nothing.
I want to see if there are any other channels out there that are going to talk about this new M30.
But it's not nothing.
Yeah. No specs, nothing, right?
It's not nothing.
It's a figment of our imagination.
Even the Mini 4 Pro, it's not nothing. It's just mention and keep on moving. To spend 20, 30 minutes harping on it.
Says the batteries are $700.
Makes no sense. Okay. Yeah, see? That's something.
Yeah. And did you see the battery on that FlyCart? The battery looks like a small attaché case. And that takes 2 batteries.
I wonder what the price is on those batteries.
Could only begin to imagine. Probably pushing 1,000. With a drone that big, who knows?
You know
On
what?
to the next one. Yeah.
They have a drone out there, right, that flies itself. It's a pocket-sized flying aerial camera.
Yes.
Believe it or not, 00 Robotics has unveiled the HoverAir X1. It's a compact autonomous aerial camera. Now, what they claim is that they take the art of drone photography to new heights. That kind of see that? No, I guess no pun intended.
No pun intended. I got the video queued up.
The what is it called? The HoverAir X1, as they call it. It offers a range of features from pre-programmed flight modes, like the intelligent flight mode features like on DJI drones, and they have now see, here's what I always say: when you put in the forefront talking about your stabilization, then your camera better be good. And that's what they're standing on, their stabilization and their flight modes, because this thing is an autonomous drone. So let's meet this HoverAir X1. Let's see what it looks like. Let's see. Let's check it. Let's check it out. Let's check it out.
Check it out.
Check it out. What it look like?
Introducing the all-new Hover Camera X1. Lightweight and portable like never before. Enclosed propellers and foldable frame. Unfold the fun and fly with confidence. 3-second palm takeoff. Soar to new heights with the Hover X1. Unlock cinematic shots with the press of a button. Hover. Orbit. Zoom out. Bird's eye. And follow.
Yeah, those are the smart ones.
VIO positioning system for ultra-stable flight. State-of-the-art computer vision algorithms. And keep you reliably in the frame.
Does it have return to home?
Beautiful shots in every scenario with HDR.
Video HDR.
Level 4 wind resistance and triple image stabilization. Experience super smooth shots no matter the activity.
And like you said, this is
Fine-tune your shots with live preview and manual control. Lose yourself in the moment and be confident that you've caught just the right moment with burst mode. Explore the world with Hover X1 by your side. Hover Camera X1. Start the journey starring you.
Now, you know what? I saw one good thing for that thing here in New York City. Burst
What?
mode. If you jump up in the middle of the street like that here in New York, that camera will
You're gonna get
definitely
hit.
capture the car that hits you.
Yep, you're right.
Definitely will capture the plate number of the car that hit you.
Hey, Warren. Looks like the same camera from the V-copter. Raymond's on the
Oh,
V-copter.
stop.
Stage props. It may be class 1 approved drone. Well, I can honestly say it perfect place for a selfie drone in the middle of the street, right, Warren? Now, this thing is supposed to be able to follow you, do whatever these. If you remember, someone tried years ago to release a drone that you launch from your hand, and it was very gimmicky. The camera sucked. It had no stabilization. This one has stabilization, and supposedly once it locks onto you, it should stay with you.
It's going to do all of that good stuff like that right there.
Right, but I fail to see how it's going to avoid hitting shit with no obstacle avoidance.
It has state-of-the-art obstacle avoidance. You didn't see what he was showing you?
No, it has state-of-the-art video. What did they say? Visual something.
It got vision sensors. It knows what's in front of it and around it, bro. It's good.
Yeah,
Yo, I'm telling you, it's hot. Run out and get that.
You know what? I'll get one.
Get one. I got a stake in the company.
Get one for my birthday. If you get it, I'll buy it, and if you write it off as a tax, for taxes, I'll do it.
What happened?
I'll buy it if you write it off on company taxes.
That's fraud. The company would have to purchase it to do that.
Right. Like I said, I'll purchase it, and you can write it off on the taxes.
You're doing that.
I didn't get the plate number of that truck that ran over my Air 2S. Gary got issues.
No, but check this out. No, was it right now? I guess was it between August 15th and September 15th? You can pick one up right now for $329.
Now,
or for the combo package. For the combo package, you can pick up one for $379.
Really?
Yeah, it's like the price of a
GoPro.
Cam.
Right, the price of a GoPro.
Yeah.
That's interesting. All right, well, let's see.
Listen, this is the future of the drone business right there.
You know what? Eventually, somebody's going to come out with.
Eventually, Karen will have one of these.
Eventually, Karen will to record herself. BOGO. Raymond says BOGO. Get one deal. I think it's good for when you want to save your drone batteries. You may be right, Angie. I could see this thing being used for influencers like Lil Tay and them, people like that. But could we use it in the business? No.
Well, that's what I'm gonna tell you.
Can someone use it who wants to get into drones and doesn't? But if they're going to spend the price of a GoPro, Herman, you might as well go ahead and get a mini. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What's the matter, Herman?
I'm the reason why I disagree with what somewhat to what you're saying is because if this thing here wasn't from 00 Robotics and it said DJI on it, people would be using this shit to try to shoot skyscrapers
Yeah, I know.
And fly all kind of hyperlapse over the highway with this thing, just because it said DJI on it. The same
You're right.
way,
You're right. If it
the
said
same way you
DJI
got guys that's trying to take minis out 6 miles and shit.
yeah, yeah.
On a RC Pro controller.
Yeah, yeah, I get it.
So just because, I guess it is what it is. But no,
Yeah.
it's the price of an action cam. So I mean, you can't go wrong with it unless it doesn't do what they say it does well, and then that's the problem.
It's under 250 grand.
Right, exactly. So you can fly it anywhere.
Yes.
You don't have to register this thing. Once, like I said, it's fun. What I heard, this was a comment that one of the content creators said when the Spark came out. And I'll say that about this drone. Ooh, finally a drone marketed for my girlfriend to put in her purse.
That's funny.
I mean, what is it?
Like you said, it is. It's a flying camera. You notice they didn't show any controller. There is no controller.
No, it flies autonomous.
No controller. Once you start it, you're supposed to start it in your palm like this. And what happens is once you press the power button on it, it locks onto your face and or you. It launches, and autonomously it sees you. It's supposed to follow you. You have to launch it and tell it what mode you want it to be in and stuff like that. But they had a device similar to that, and it failed.
I'm just curious to know how to return to home works.
Warren says it's a niche drone.
It's just for you to have fun while you out in the parks playing around with you and your friend and family.
Well, someone's dog runs up and snatches it out the air, or Karen walks by and slaps it down in front of you.
I'm telling you, this is the drone Karen will have.
So you mean I could actually harass a Karen?
No. Oh, you see her flying this in the park with her family and go nuts?
Go crazy. Oh my God, she's recording me. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I would I'd run into a few Karens in my life. I'd like to be a Karen for once. To a Karen.
See how they take it?
Air Photography did good reviews on it, Warren says.
Yeah, see? I'm going to tell you exactly what will happen if you did that to a Karen.
I'd still get arrested.
She's liable to break down in tears and saying that you're making her uncomfortable.
On to the next story. On to the next story.
No, I'm telling you the truth. Isn't that what they always say? No matter what happens. I got up in his face, officer. I stepped on his feet, but he made me uncomfortable.
And I slapped his drone out of the air.
Yeah, right, okay. But he made me so uncomfortable.
Yeah. Yeah. You need to go sit down and take a Valium. If you're uncomfortable.
We got a one-shot video. FPV one-shot video. You guys like baseball?
Yeah.
You guys like baseball? Well, we got a one-shot
stadium.
Yeah. Yankee Stadium, man.
Yankee Stadium. Yes, we do have one, unfortunately.
Uh-oh.
Well, no, we have it here.
Oh, I thought you lost it again.
Best we can see of it.
Uh-huh.
This is the best we can see of it because they won't let me zoom in. I tried to zoom in, but here it is. Finally, an FPV video.
Hit the enlarge button.
Another bright, brilliant afternoon here at Yankee Stadium with the temperature in the high 60s, the sun shining brightly.
Hold on. Let me refresh this and do this over because I had to turn it down, not realizing what level of volume it was at. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. There we go.
With the temperature in the high 60s, the sun shining brightly.
most successful team in the history of professional sports. The New York Yankees are once again world champions.
Waiting to see if Maris is going to hit number 61. Here's the windup. Fastball hit deep to right. This could be it. Way back there. Holy cow. One for Maris.
What happened?
There's Matsui. There he goes, pitch. Swung on and hit in the line. That ball is high. It is far. It is. Swung on and line, draw the gap in right center. Bernie on the run. Coming hard, dives. He made it.
That's it, pretty much. Not bad. I'll actually put the.
And that's how you got it sent to you.
Huh?
All right. No, I'm saying that's how it came sent to you. All right.
Yeah. No ball players were hurt in the making of this video. You're 100% right, Warren.
You know what? I'll show you the trick to fix it the next time.
Okay. Interesting.
Yo, you know, these dudes from RNC, they're putting out a lot of videos too, you know.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait a minute. See, now I need to go back here and turn you back up. Say something.
Something.
There you go. You're back to normal. Okay. That's
But
good.
yeah, that was a decent little video.
I liked it. I did like it. I did like it. He did everything one shot up until the end where they switch views. Like he was flying out as a fly ball, but other than that, it was decent. So who's buying the hover one? I'm just playing.
One.
The hover one.
That
I'm just
you
playing.
should get one.
Nah,
You should get one.
Hashtag normal.
That construction site over in Bushwick, maybe we could do one over there.
I'd like to. I would definitely like to. Definitely fly through, do a fly around the floor and go up one floor and come back down. That would have to be choreographed.
I don't
Or fly out one floor and then go up and enter from the outside of the building and fly another floor.
well, you know, it's a building that's being built in between two buildings.
Yes. Yeah, but I wouldn't worry about that. I wouldn't worry about that too much. As long as the elevator core is in the middle of the building, we should be able to fly around the entire building. I should be able to fly around the entire floor.
See, there's no elevator in the building
and
yet.
go up a floor and fly around there.
Mm-hmm. There's no elevator in the building yet.
Okay, even better. You take the elevator shaft up.
So there's a lot of open shafts for you to be able to
fall through?
No, for you to fly through.
Yeah. Well, we have to
that
get
may be open and it may
we
not
have
be
to
open.
get over there and look around first. But it sounds like a plan. Definitely, we'll make it work. if you use the Hover One as a professional photographer at a wedding, but you have to register it with the FAA, Warren's got jokes. And no, Warren, it's under 250 grams.
Yes.
Wait a minute. Yes. As a Part 107 pilot, and you're getting paid. Yes. Even though it's 50 grams, every drone that you use.
Even though I don't think that there's a chance of that thing having a flyaway to the point where they have to worry about this thing going a few blocks over.
Yeah, but I could see it going into Aunt Betty's hair or something.
Now we just cut it out.
Or falling in someone's drink.
Well, the drone's lost. But in Aunt Betty's hair, we just cut it out.
That's messed up. You mean take a wig off and cut it out? I'm just saying.
Hit that disclaimer button, because I didn't say it, you said it.
The views and opinions tonight are not necessarily the views and opinions of everybody on the panel and or in the chat. Done. Done. I wonder if it has a serial number. Draymond's got jokes tonight.
Oh, everything has a serial number.
Yeah.
Everything's got a serial number, Draymond.
You probably have to do like I do. Take my phone, scan the serial number, and then blow it up so I could see it. You know, like the serial number inside DJI drones.
You know, DJI does some strange things now. The serial numbers are supposed to be on the box.
Yeah. Now it's inside the drone with.
No, they had it on the box a few times.
I know. At one time, they're saving ink. Just wonder if it has a serial number. For that price of a GoPro,
it has to have a serial number.
Oh, he means QR code serial number. There we go. Yeah, see, that's how they do. You scan the QR code, the serial number comes up. So you buying one, Draymond?
Draymond, so you getting one? You online get it?
If you're gonna get one, Draymond, would you use it? Seriously. That's what it comes down to. Would you have a need for a Hover One? No. Would you like to have a Hover One? Maybe.
Well, before I use that, I'll fly the Mini.
Yeah. Isn't the registration number for you remote ID found in the Fly app? Isn't the registration number for your remote ID found in the Fly app? Not until it's activated, Warren. Not until September 16th.
The Fly app. In the Fly app. JSK.
Says it might be good for his grandkids. Hey, Leonard, what's up, man? Hope all is well.
I told you it's great for family outings and stuff like that. Shoot, they may even allow this one on cruise ships.
Oh shit! Could you imagine? Could you imagine they allow that on cruise ships, but not a drone? That's interesting, Herman.
They might allow this on cruise ships because this is harmless.
Yeah, I know. What was the flight time of that thing? They didn't say, did they?
No, I didn't get anything on the flight.
I didn't think I saw a flight time either on it. So you're guesstimating maybe about 3 minutes a flight?
No.
2 minutes a flight. If it's a 2S battery, you can get about 2 minutes.
No.
2.5 minutes.
Probably gonna give you more time than that.
Yeah. With today's technology,
I just don't see it going too far. I don't think it's meant to be up there a couple 100 feet in the air. It's not meant to do that. It's meant to stay within your close proximity.
Right.
That's why, like I said, the autonomous features on it, I wonder if it has a phone app or something that you have to.
Yes, there is.
Right. So the phone app and does everything from the phone app autonomously.
Yeah, well,
so you're good to go. Boom.
From what I'm understanding, put them in your backyard and let them run around it, and they'll all be tired out. Instant babysitter. See, now you're thinking, Draymond. Put about 4 or 5 of those in the yard in hover mode or follow mode and let the kids run around. 3 minutes.
But see, here's where they got you. There's no removable batteries. You got to recharge it over and over and over.
Warren put 3 minutes is normal flight mode. 5 minutes is narcissist mode. Warren, you've got issues, bro. You said you got issues.
What, 3 minutes?
3 minutes is normal flight mode. 5 minutes is narcissist mode. I like that. The DJI,
so what happens if you get the extended batteries? The extended batteries to give you 8 minutes.
Oh, that's super narcissist mode. That's sports narcissist mode.
Hold on a second. See. Here's where you guys are wrong. I'm quite sure we all know some women that can sit there for 8 minutes taking their own picture.
Oh, yes. Yes. I know a few women that can do that. They're straight out the box. 8 minutes? Damn, that's too short.
What? They love taking pictures.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Everywhere I go, I gotta say, oh, enough is enough.
What happened?
Everywhere I go, I gotta say enough is enough. I'm not taking any more pictures.
Would you imagine you going somewhere and she's pulling that damn thing out to take selfies? You know, you see them on the streets now.
See what we went to with this? Right back around to, like I said before, a drone marketed for your girlfriend to put in her purse.
You see them, right. You see them here in New York.
Or your wife or girlfriend to put in her purse.
In the sidewalks like this.
Yeah.
And all of that already.
And why do they have to bend that knee as if the camera that's taking the headshot can see that knee bending?
Right. It'll be the
I don't know.
Shorts and TikToks. I would like to hope so, Warren. I would like somebody buy it.
That's what it's great for. I'm telling you, if these things, listen, just like anything, like I said with the Skydio, people could have bought that and did a whole lot of things with it.
True.
This built off the same premise, but it's a lot smaller, a lot more closer contact.
Mm-hmm.
And the family will have a ball with this thing. Hopefully it won't fall out the sky while you're doing that overhead shot laying in the grass and slap.
Are you doing a bird's eye view?
Yeah.
The battery just go low battery. Smash.
Hit somebody in the forehead.
Could you imagine?
How heavy is it? Not heavy enough to do any damage.
No, I don't think so either. But for
what was that, like 1 point something?
All it takes is one YouTube.
Half a gram.
To buy that hover one and say this thing is cool, and it'll take off.
You gotta do is see somebody using it in a movie or something.
Yeah, Jody, if the 4 is about to launch soon, those guys are doing their review videos already. It does have a bird's eye mode, yes, Warren, it does. But the Mini 4, we don't know.
Lawrence, tell me taking pre-orders for it.
The what?
You taking pre-orders for it?
No, not even.
No, for the hover one.
The hover one, I'll take a pre-order.
Taking pre-orders for it?
I could use a few new GoPros. I could use a few new GoPros. A couple of my GoPros.
You ain't right. You ain't right. You ain't
replacements.
You're not right. You're not right. But you know, Lawrence, I was checking out here. You remember, what was it? Super Bowl, was it 57? Last year, we were talking about we urged people not to fly the Super Bowl because they were gonna have drone tech out there monitoring and stuff like that, right there.
Right, I remember.
Well, believe it or not, they actually had remote ID in a real world national security event, which was the Super Bowl last year. This company, was it Pierce Aerospace? They are a remote ID. I never heard of such thing, but they're a remote ID service provider.
Really?
Yeah, yeah,
Hey, Steve and drones.
the Techstar backed company and remote ID service provider.
Okay.
Well, here's what they do. Just like, what was that? Aeroscope?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, apparently, as they say, remote ID, right, is designed to allow the stakeholders to detect and track drones in the air, right? Both mitigating the risk of unauthorized and allowing greater authorization of legitimate commercial operations, right? That's what they're claiming remote ID is supposed to be for. So this company, like I said, they worked with Homeland Security and other federal agencies and state and local authorities during the Super Bowl last year to detect anything flying in that area.
Right.
So that they were able to do the what was it? They had a drone cluster. Was it that they claimed they had a swarm? So this thing here was tested during the Super Bowl, and they said it was successful in its operations to support the law enforcement and in securing the area around the Super Bowl. If you remember, I think that they did detect some people flying drones in the area, which they do every year.
But they can't help themselves. Hey, drone guy.
Yeah, so basically this is what they do. And I don't see what's the major need for something like this, but I guess what they say is service provider, I guess remote ID detection.
Yeah. All right. I have something here. This is a link from the FAA and I want everybody to just take it and copy it and bookmark it. It shows you everything related to starting with the drone from a recreationalist to starting with the drone as a commercial pilot, what you need to do. It is their page that has been, it's been like this for a while. Okay, but not many people know of this page, and I find it strange that they don't, because I'm going to share it here real quick, Herman. It's from the FAA, all right, and it's their page. If anyone asks you, hey, I want to get into drones, and you don't really feel like being answering, or you want to give them a direction to go to, here it is. Getting started. Register your drone. What kind of drone flyer are you before you fly at, which we now know is a loft. Lance, temporary flight restrictions, traveling with your drone. Every possible question that they can come up with, this page should point you in the right direction. Recreational flyers, okay, certified remote pilots. And then you have public safety and government.
Does it say anything about the agency that's sticking people up for $150?
Oh, here in New York City? No, of course not.
Okay.
But I posted it in the chat. I thought you guys would find it interesting because every now and then people, I want to learn to fly a drone. Once they see, and this may be discouraging by showing them it, but the point in showing them, if they have any questions, they can go straight to the FAA and do it.
That's a good thing.
Yeah. I mean,
that's a good thing.
You can point the person in the right direction. This page says it all, pretty much.
Well, going back to Pierce Aerospace, they put their remote ID receivers and their B1 remote ID beacons around the stadium to do this, and they were able to detect anything that came in there.
Anything that came within that perimeter.
Within that
smart.
that that area that was in the no-fly zone that we spoke on, large no-fly zone was around the stadium.
Hey, Barkley. Yes.
So I guess for miles.
You know, Draymond, you're 100% right. Too bad people don't want to read, but will jump in a Facebook group and ask these same questions using the same computer or cell phone. Yes, you're right. That's why I figured I would put the link there.
You mean what's the best tablet to use with my Mavic 3?
Yeah. What's the best tablet to use with my Mavic 3? Can I use bootleg batteries with my DJI drones because the bootleg batteries are cheaper but more powerful? You know, stupid questions. Well, no question is stupid, but questions like that. Questions like that. Herman froze, so I guess I am in charge of the live stream. Okay, party over here. No, I'm just playing. Get back to the stream until Herman comes back. It's interesting. The stadiums should start putting these devices on their stadiums, which means during game time, they can activate them. They don't have to wait or rely on the FAA or any other organization to put up a no-fly zone. Stadiums will be able to do this with concerts, etc. I actually had no idea Herman had froze. There he goes. He is out of here, but he will be back in. Just bear with us for a little while. What do you guys in the chat think? I mean, should stadiums be able? Herman is using bootleg batteries. See, you get it, Warren. What do you guys think about stadiums having this technology and beacons to set up their own flight TFRs, temporary flight restrictions? I mean, it's something that's needed because what happens is the FAA, a lot of people don't know this, but the FAA says you cannot fly a stadium or venue 2 hours before the event or 2 hours after the event. Okay. Hey, Mr. Weedle, how are you, man? Hope all is well. We need to get together, dude. The summer's almost over, man. Those guys, Ariel, are giving drone tours also.
What?
I'm advertising here, man.
Who?
Mr. Weedle came in. I said, we need to hook up. I said, those guys, Ariel's is giving drone tours also. We're doing it all, man. We're doing it all. It would be a great idea for major sports locations. We were talking about the beacons, Herman, and I was saying how smart it would be to have these devices at stadiums so the stadiums can control their own TFRs.
Well, this is what...
like I took a picture of a baseball stadium, City Field. Now Herman's using Everready.
This is
you're using bootleg batteries. That's why you went out. Now you use Never-Readies. We call them Never-Readies, Warren. But yeah, Mr. Weedle, this summer is almost over. Next month it'll be fall. And those guys, Ariel, are giving tours to our selected customers.
Tours?
Herman, I'm working.
Tours of where?
Drone tours, man. We're not doing Access Hollywood shit.
All I know.
This is the house of a famous drone pilot who's now in jail. No, we're not doing that. But but definitely we
that would be funny. That would be funny.
Drone tours of people, drone pilots. Hey, Lake Pilot, how are you? Could you imagine that, Herman?
That would be funny.
Have a bus.
Drone tours?
This spot is known for rogue drone pilots showing up in the middle of the night.
To discharge batteries?
To discharge batteries during a TFR. We could do a lot of things, man. I'm open for it all. If anybody's making legal buck, I'm down for it.
You're wrong.
Listen, hey.
You're wrong.
We handle our business, man. Hey, Mr. Weedle, you may want to contact us because we've taken on another job or 2 or 3 or 4.
No, Does he still need someone for those lot
Yeah,
photos?
do you still need someone for that last job we did for you? Because we are available. Actually, we're lining up work right now for
You're
next year.
available, Lawrence?
Yeah, I'm available. I need to know what days. I haven't filled every day in, but I can. I'll pencil you in.
No, if he
We will
needs
definitely
someone,
talk. I have you.
he has the number.
We will talk. We will definitely talk. But before it gets to the weather starts changing, we need to hook up.
Oh, okay.
And if you still need someone, our drone services, you know where we are. It's 6:41 p.m.
Is it? Do you know where
your drone this week?
Do you know where your drone is?
They say, "Do you know where your drone is?" And one goes by. That would be funny, right?
No, you said what is it? It's 6:41 p.m. Do you know where your drone is?
Yeah, not a problem, man. We like to keep in touch with our customers, Mr. Weedle. You know, we like to keep in touch with our customers and let them know we are. Well, see, we appreciate that. We do appreciate that. He says the best drone consultants in the biz. Well, we're almost there. Right, Herman?
Uh-huh.
I'd like to say we're almost there, Mr. Weedle, definitely.
When you say almost there,
he says the best drone consultants in the business. I would like to be the best. It's just I have this thing being called the best. That's all. If that makes any sense to you.
Well, I don't know. I just do what I know. I mean, and I help when I can help. If you got a job for me to do, I'm here to do it.
Listen. I turned down nothing but the dollar.
You know what? Lawrence showed up. Red Cat Holdings, right?
Oh, yeah, you guys want to? Yeah. Hear this.
Red Cat Holdings. You can you can play the video while we speak on it. But Red Cat Holdings, right? They're the maker of Red Cat Holdings. They're the makers of the Teal 2. That's the defense and security drone. Well, they are saying that they have obtained certification as remote ID compliant with the FAA. This thing has an onboard communication system that they use to do this with. But it's a nice. I mean, I don't know. I haven't checked out the drone, but
I haven't either. But these drones,
the drone is now FAA compliant with the FAA as far as for remote ID.
Nice.
It's a little pricey to say that. Who cares about whether it's compliant or not? It's not a consumer drone that anyone here would probably pick up one to go fly.
Right. Once again, I just realized something. You can hand this drone off to another pilot as well. But one of the best features, Teal was one of the first companies, if I remember us doing drone stories, that had a mesh network, Herman, for the drones. I mean, Brinks is doing it now too, but Teal was the very first one that I remember that had a mesh network, which you could fly 2 or 3 drones and stay within communication of all the drones, and now you can. A lot of these drones
are doing have a lot of great capability and doing some great things. I think what's always been questioned and not is like how well they actually function and the actual quality of the equipment, the build quality.
Yeah, there's the video if you want to watch it with sound.
I think that's what a lot of guys that have complained on not.
Well, that was my complaint with Parrot.
But with drones overall, period, that or like the blue UAS list of drones, which this is on the list.
Well, that was my complaint with Parrot drones. I liked Parrot drones. The only thing is, they were made of styrofoam. They had a thin layer of plastic.
You know what I found out about Parrot?
What?
Okay. You remember Sprint and them was selling these speakers, the round speakers,
Uh-huh.
and it had like a tri-stand on the speaker?
Right.
Okay. Well, before that, it was parrot drones.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? See, now you got me curious. I'm gonna have to look into that.
Yeah.
I will definitely have to look into that.
Yeah, they sold like parrot drones. I remember I went into the store one day and I was like, oh, drones.
Hey, Steven.
Yeah, they used to sell them at the Sprint store.
Wow. That's you know what? I thought I remember something vaguely to that, Herman. That was the Sprint store that sold drones. And nobody was
Sprint
buying.
used to sell stuff that over in the corner, they'd have that whole setup of stuff that had nothing to do with cell phones all the time. Like then they're selling you stereo speakers now because everybody's into the Bluetooth speakers.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Everyone's in the Bluetooth speakers. I mean, even I see homeless people with a Bluetooth speaker now. It's everyone has a Bluetooth speaker except for me. That's sad, right? But I guess that's okay. You know, I have a pair of headphones. Huh?
Did he say he see the homeless with Bluetooth speakers?
Yes. I've seen homeless people with Bluetooth speakers.
Okay.
I mean, you can get them for as cheap as $10 nowadays, for anywhere from $10 to $100 in any of these local stores. And then you always got the dude that's carrying the 12-inch Bluetooth speaker on one of those pan carts walking down the street. I'm sure you've seen them in your neighborhood too.
No.
Yeah, in my neighborhood.
No, but there was a guy who worked at the bar.
Wasn't Parrot in the Bluetooth headgear for a few years back, Draymond said. Bluetooth headgear.
They might have been.
They might have, Draymond. They sold.
They might have. They was, like I said, that stuff was selling at the Sprint store.
Yeah. So
no, but Lawrence is a guy that worked at the Barclays Center.
Mm-hmm.
He carries a bag
right
over his shoulder, and it's got nothing in there but this big Bluetooth speaker. And I call him old school because that thing is bumping as he's going down the street. I'm like, yo, guys still doing that?
Says, I don't have Bluetooth because I can't get it to bind and don't want it to ruin my dentures.
Uh-oh.
Off Axis is feeling better now.
Uh-oh.
He's feeling better. Homeless folks have the top of the line safety PPE here, and everyone is on their cell phone. Battery never runs out.
Here we go. You guys need help, bro.
I'm just saying. Listen. It's just.
You guys need help.
That's the way it is. That's all. And I was surprised because dude was pushing his shopping cart, but he had a Bluetooth speaker and he was playing jazz on it. He was happy.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was kind of cool though. I just what does this world come to? Where crackheads have scooters and homeless people have Bluetooth devices.
You ain't right.
And on to our next story.
You ain't right.
But getting back to
that one still puzzles me though.
What?
Well, you know how they have all of the people who from Texas over here in New York at
hey gyms,
at a lot of the motels and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I was just curious, like where they get these e-bikes from.
These e-bikes and cell phones. Well, the cell phones you can get them from. They're no longer called Obama phones. They're called Biden phones now.
Who's paying the bill on these phones?
Listen, I have no idea. All I know is the hotels are lined up with e-bikes like it's an e-bike convention. and it's just
Notice how those e-bikes are not burning down the place.
Right. They got the good shit. It's the rest of New York that's buying the garbage. That's all I'm saying.
Listen, don't get political.
No, because every time we get political, you get kicked off of YouTube. They like shut them down. Hit the power button already. Gets kicked. Yeah, I know. They kicked you off your once a show, right? But they're doing it later and later.
Yeah, eventually I could, listen. I don't know
what get disconnected. But we got one more story here.
You know what? I wanted to talk to you about this because this one here is a doozy. The NTSB's final ruling on your man here. What's his name?
I'll play the video.
Taylorcraft,
the story.
LVII 65.
Yeah.
Well, the FAA, what should I say? The NTSB officially weighs in on the crazy 2021. What's his name? Trevor Jacobs.
Yes.
Plane crash.
Yes.
The NTSB notes that the pilot reported that the airplane engines lost power during cruise flight over mountainous terrain, he says. And he stated that he was determined where there was nowhere for him to land this thing, and it was an emergency.
After showing a bag of weed on camera.
Oh, well, that's let's not even get into that. But he realized that he says that he realized there was no place for him to put this thing down safely, so he bailed on the flight, as the video would show, and the airplane was destroyed during the impact, and the pilot suffered some minor injuries, with the parachute jump.
Yeah.
But what was interesting is that after after this accident incident here, the pilot provided statements to the NTSB and to the FAA,
right,
where he could he claims he could not locate the airplane wreckage.
Yes.
However, after an investigation by the NTSB and the FAA, they indicate that not only was he able to find the wreckage, but he was able to destroy any evidence that was there that showed what had actually happened. And in May of this year, he pled guilty to the U.S. attorney. He
had to. Dummy.
He pled guilty to a felony, of obstructing federal investigation.
Yes.
So this big idiot basically destroyed the evidence of what had actually happened with this.
So basically, he claimed he had engine problems. And I will play the video. I will put the video in the link. He claims he had engine problems, and he had to jump out of the plane, and because there was no place to land. And as you see in this mountainous area, there literally is no place to land. Now, what he also points out is, you see how the plane is circling right here? He also pointed out that the plane almost circled around and came back and hit him too, which I don't believe nothing this guy says, because if this wasn't staged, why would he have a GoPro on the tail end and a GoPro here on the wing showing him exiting? Now, not only did he lie to the NTSB or that organization, but he went back and destroyed the evidence after saying he could not find the plane wreck. And there's the plane crash right there. All cameras go black. And I'm going to stop the story here because it'll go into showing him. That's a GoPro camera, actually, and they could withstand almost anything. He basically from what we see here, it looks like he's going straight down, but he actually lands in a bunch of bushes and trees and gets all cut up and tangled up. Make a long story short, he finds the plane wreck, which is why we were able to see this footage of the plane crash and all of
He
that.
should have been impaled on one of those.
Yeah, but he lied to the NTSB about
what
finding
happened?
the plane and all of that. And when reality was, I'm putting it in the chat, the reality of it was he went
There's
back.
several stories out there. There's several stories. I saw this a while ago.
There's
and
the
I
video.
remember,
You gotta watch it with sound though.
I remember who was it? I think it might have been one of the guys on YouTube flipped out on this because they thought that he was irresponsible for what he did in the video.
Yes.
And filming it and everything like that. But not only that, but he lied about what happened and the investigation. Like I said, the investigation by the FAA and the NTSB.
Right. He told the NTSB
showed that
and
he
told
went back to the wreckage that he said he couldn't find and destroyed any evidence of what really took place.
Right. You see, Draymond says he goes on YouTube crying about getting banned from flying. No shit. This is when you hit the button and you go.
Of course he did.
That's exactly what he was, a retard. Because not only are you flying a plane, but then you pull out a bag of weed and go, I brought something with me. Come on, man. Come on. This is why shit gets restricted, and this is why. Couldn't they fly over to see where the plane was? Well, see,
who?
I guess Jim's droning is saying the NTSB. What
do you mean?
He was the only one.
Couldn't the NTSB fly over and find out where the plane was? He claimed that in his statements to them that he did not know where the wreckage of the plane was. But yet in their investigation, they found that he did find the wreckage of the plane and destroyed any evidence of what really happened.
Right, because if you watch the video, which I put in the chat here, he finds the plane. He finds the plane, and then it cuts to something different. But yeah, he lied about the location of where the plane went. Oh, he lied about the location where the plane went down. Okay, gotcha, Draymond. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for adding that in. But he's a clown. He's a retard. Now he's crying. Oh, they won't let me fly anymore.
They shouldn't let you fly anything.
Listen, he pull out a paper plane, I'd run up and smack his fucking hand. Plain and simple. Just run up and, put it down.
Plane?
Listen, after pulling that stunt, he shouldn't be allowed to fly a balsa glider like we used to make back in the day, right? You remember we used to cut out the balsa wood gliders or buy them? You put the wings on and you shoot it with a rubber band. He shouldn't even be allowed.
He should be allowed to do that?
Not even.
Damn,
every time you look at something that has to do with aeronautics, somebody should run out of somewhere and smack his hand. No.
So you said if he's in a close proximity of wind blowing paper, he should be smacked and locked up.
Somebody run out and smack his hand. Actually, Jim's droning. This is the point I was making. If you watch the video, he did land in proximity of where the plane was. It took him a few hours to get to the plane. And then when he got there, he destroyed whatever evidence was recognizable or distinguishable. And he also lied and said he did this all just to get YouTube views. Yes.
That's what it was. That's all it was, because that's how they classified it, as an influencer gone bad.
But see, this is he was lying. Also, go check his YouTube. He's got a video jumping out of a plane, finding the wreck, and then he done told the NTSB, I don't know where the plane is. It went down.
Yeah, because the NTSB says that he destroyed everything and disposed of it so that no one would be able to tell what happened.
And with that, Herman,
and they got him.
I must do this.
What?
Hold on a second.
Because you were subscribed to him?
For drone news and tech talk,
Tune in on Wednesday nights, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to Wednesday Night with Those Guys.
And with that, we're out of here.
Okay.
It's that time, bro.
I really think that you was probably subscribed to him while you was a little upset.
No.
Yo,
Stop.
what's up, man?
Stop.
Yeah.
Dan. How are you, man? Dan, it's time to get out of here. Hope you're doing well. I hope you're quick on the mend. Keep eating that good food. But we're about to get the flock out of here. And Dan, we will
guys,
be in Florida.
Guys, please get out there and fly. Enjoy your drones.
Yes.
Check out some of the live streams that's coming on tonight. I guess there's gonna be a few on tonight. It's Wednesday. Wednesday is the heavy night. It's the heavy YouTube night for drones. So, guys, we really appreciate you all coming and hanging out here. Two drinks to you too, Angie. We really appreciate you guys coming and hanging out with us and listening to some of these stories we have to talk about, or to share with you guys. And with that, I'll see you next time with Those Guys. Good night, everyone. Good night.